Hello, good evening students. Today I have arranged a class and taken, no problem. If any students are absent, please go through this video. So today we have discussed a very important concept, SAG and design of SAG for different conditions. It is well known fact that you observe the diagram as shown by side. There are two supports with equal heights. On supports a conductor is fixed, which is L length of meters. If it is having proper tension, L meter of conductor is required, but actually due to weight of conductor it sags down as shown in the diagram. It sags down, hence it increases the more length of conductor or wire. Hence if sag is more length of conductor material required. One concept. If sag is not there, environmental conditions will affect on conductors, then mechanical failure will occur. Hence, while designing the transmission line, we have to take the care, weight of the conductor and vertical sag condition with consideration of environmental conditions. If sag is more, that is also problem. If sag is less, that is also problem. If sag is more, then vertical heights of the supports are to be increased. Naturally, it increases the cost of system. If sag is too much low, more tension of wire is there, then it will subjected to mechanical breakdown, because it has to subjected to the environmental situation like ice. Due to ice, where the transmission lines are exposed in ice situation, then ice coating is also covered over the conductor of line. That we have to consider. Due to this, weight of the conductor increases. Another important concept is wind pressure. The transmission lines are exposed into atmospheric condition. These lines are always conditioned to sufficient wind with the pressure. Then these two effects we have to consider while designing the sag considerations. The sag means it is the difference of levels between points of support and lowest point of the conductor. It is called sag. Before going to the calculation of sag, some important points we have to remember. When the supports are equal, that means height of A, height of B, both are equal, then shape of the conductor is called sag span curve. Second point, if the sag is small as compared to span, that is the distance between A and B supports, as compared to span, then sag span curve is parabola. It takes the shape of the parabola as shown in figure. Third point, it is very important. The tension at a point on the conductor always acts on tangentially. The tension on the point of conductor area, it acts tangentially. For example, at point O, the tension acts is H horizontally. Similarly, at point P, T is the tension as shown in figure. One important point you have to remember, the horizontal tension is always exists at any point of the conductor. At any point of the conductor, there is a horizontal component then there is a vertical component also. As shown in figure, you remember always tension act tangentially 1. At any point there are two components. There are two components. One is horizontal component, one is vertical component. So we have to discuss calculation of sag for two conditions. Number one, at equal supports. That means height of the supports are equal. So first you practice the diagram. It is available in next slide. Understand, equal heights means equal supports means both heights of the supports are equal. A is one support, B is another support, both are having 10 meters, are kept aside of capital L be the length of span between these two supports is in meter. Consider a conductor supported by the supports A and B. A and B are two supports as shown in figure, which are located at the same levels. That means A is having 10 meter, B also having 10 meter, same height. The point O is the lowest point on the trajectory. In middle point, in the diagram refer, point O is available on the conductor at the lowest point of the trajectory. So it is available at 50% of span. Capital L is your span in meters, 50% of span. Let W be the weight per conductor length of in kg. T be the tension of conductor in kg. Now you refer the diagram. See there, support A and support B both are having same height. Let the point O is available at lower part of the trajectory, and vertical difference between this lowest point to the level between A and B, that is called vertical sag. You see there, vertical sag, yes, capital S is vertical sag. On the point O, it is available lowest point on the trajectory. So at point O, T is the tension which acts horizontally, as considering O as reference. This O is available at 50% of span length. Capital L is the span length. 50% of span length is available here. Okay. Next, O is our reference. Consider a point P. On the conductor which is horizontal, having at distance of x, and y be the coordinate. From as per that reference, consider a point with coordinates of x and y. So here P is subjected to horizontal component of tension as well as vertical component. In between O to P, at the center, exactly at x by 2 distance from O point, Wx be the weight acting. At the center of O to P, there is a weight acting on the conductor is Wx. Please refer the diagram. The same point what already I have expressed. This point O lies at 50% of span, and let a point P on the conductor which is having the coordinates of x and y. So as the parabola curve, because sag is small as compared to span length, the sag takes place in parabolic manner. It can be assumed that length of conductor OP is the same as the x coordinate of point P. So L or OP equal to x at a distance of x. There are two external forces are acting on the portion of OP of the conductor. So one is horizontal component, tension T, another one weight Wx acts at a distance of x by 2 from the point O or from the point P. It lies 50% of it lies at the midpoint from O and P. Hence you take the from O either from point P or you remember x by 2 distance. The tension T acts horizontal direction at point P. So taking the moments of these two forces about the point P and equating these equations. So that is T into y equal to Wx into x by 2. Equating these two equations, we are going to get the y. Y should be equal to Wx square divided by 2t. You call the equation number 1. As the equations 1 shows, the trajectory is parabola in nature. At support A and B, vertical distance y from the origin O. It indicates the sag. At supports A or B, x equal to 50% of span, that is capital L by 2, and maximum sag y should be equal to s. Y in the equation 1 becomes s. Y is vertical component, s is also vertical component. At the support A or at the support B, maximum y becomes s, and point O lies x becomes L by 2. Substituting these values, then y should becomes s, and substitute x equal to L by 2. Capital L is total span, L by 2 because O lies at point L by 2. Hence equation becomes s equal to WL square by 8t, equation 3. This is very important. Remember, calculate the maximum sag with equal heights of support means you remember this equation number 3. Use L and T, calculate S, where L is the total span length, it is in meters. Tension, that is also kg per meter. Remember these two conditions. Then lastly, the sag may be at any point. Instead of point O, the sag may be any point on the conductor. That P may be varies of the conductor is given by S minus Y. S already you are knowing equation 3, Y already you are knowing equation 1, that is subtract. So S equal to WL square by 8t minus of Wx square by 2t, equation 4. Hence this completes derivation. If derivation is asked, derive the maximum sag for equal heights of supports. It may be asked number of times for 8 to 10 marks in VTU exam. Make the preparation from now only. And one simple problem we can see. Tomorrow we can go for unequal heights of supports. After that, number of problems are there. Only thing is you have to remember formulas. So this, see there one example. An overhead line has a span of 250 meters. The tension in the line is 1500 kg, while the conductor weighs 750 kg for 1000 meter. Calculate the maximum sag in the conductor. Calculate maximum sag in the conductor. So already what are the datas are given? Write down. Length of span is given. Length of span is given 250 meters. Tension in the conductor, that is also given 1500 kg. Weight kg per meter. kg per meter. Hence it is given 750 kg per 1000 meters. So it becomes 0.75 kg per meter. After that you write down the formula. We know that maximum sag equal to WL square divided by 80. You substitute that. W is 0.75 kg per meter. L is 250 meters. Tension is T is 1500 kg. Substitute, we are going to get 3.9 meters. So thank you to one and all. Work out today's derivation. It is very important. Tomorrow we can see the derivation of unequal supports. Before going to that, all of you understand what you mean by sag and derivation. Try to understand. Thank you.